Park your fat ass on the fucking couch and listen. It's like, that's not a fucking excuse. No, the rich aren't safe anymore. Get your fucking dad on speakerphone and tell him, you never told me the shit this fucking idiot just told me. Why? Start talking, Dad. And he's like, well, I didn't, your mother's father knew all about houses, and it's like I couldn't get a word in edgewise. And it's like, that's not a fucking excuse. This fucking fat idiot's telling me more shit about houses than you ever told me. He's fucking twice the father that you ever were to me.
Nick, in your opinion, which city and state is going to have the big boom when places like Texas and Florida are completely destroyed by New Yorkers and Californians?
Wisconsin, Montana, Connecticut, New Hampshire. Rhode Island will fuck up. We won't do it. But parts of Connecticut, New York, upstate New York is gonna hammer it.
Yeah, someone just
Maine.
asked, what are your thoughts on Connecticut too?
Stay in Connecticut. Don't listen to them. There's some data there was some stuff in Connecticut. Connecticut's fucking cheap. Don't let it fool you. Don't let Greenwich, Connecticut fucking idiots fool you. Connecticut is a fucking toilet bowl. Like, don't let the media. Greenwich is nice. Wilton, all those areas up there. Stamford, that's nice. Come like Eastern Connecticut, it's a fucking Slipknot pajama wearing dump. And it's cheap, like fucking Midwest cheap. And you're right here in the fucking, near me. I think Connecticut, New Hampshire, Western Massachusetts, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, parts of Michigan, Upper Peninsula, Michigan, Ohio's gonna fucking kill it. Fucking Buffalo, Rust Belt, Pittsburgh. Those are the fucking spots that are gonna kill it. Parts of Asheville, North Carolina, Winston-Salem, Northern Florida, parts of Georgia that aren't that talked about, parts of Alabama, Arkansas, like those undone, even though people don't like it. Other Nashville adjacent, all that shit. St. Louis, Missouri is gonna be good. Those are the spots I'm looking at. That's the parts I care about. Oklahoma, the Midwest, the plains suck. Colorado's probably too expensive. That's where my money is. I don't know if that 2-lane house is a buy, guys. That seems like it's flipped, and it seems pretty high. And guys, remember, these big majors, Florida, Texas, Arizona, Las Vegas, or Nevada, California, Riverside, California, those take a fucking dump. In the market, those are the markets that take a dump. They take a big dump. So if you pay $550 for that little shitums, that's the one that goes down to $350. That's where the banking crisis lives. You guys do some wild shit in Florida and Texas and shit. Like with like financing. You'll finance fucking everybody. I remember when I was 19 years old, I flipped my condo and I flew to Los Angeles because I thought I was the richest kid in the world. So I went to Los Angeles by myself. And I remember seeing like dudes, like just basically like 20-year-old Mexican kids with like $90,000 trucks. And I was like, I mean, I'm not trying to be a fucking pig, but like, they'll finance anybody. And I don't like seeing people in debt. You know what I mean? Like 19, you got to make a lot. I'm not saying a lot, but when you see it 10 times, you know what I'm getting at. Don't be. That's cool. This is a nice house. Really well done, guys. This is a nice piece. For $10 million. Again, it better be, but at least it is. You know what I'm saying? Like now that you've seen a couple of 10 million, the rich aren't safe. We're coming to get them. That dickhead uncle of yours that talks down to your father in a funny way, and his house is a couple million. Let's fucking go take that guy down a peg or two, okay? I'm sick and tired of these fucking millionaires thinking their stuff's nicer than ours.